Hi, welcome back to another interview. Today I'm joined by 3-0 Cage Warriors lightweight Adam Cullen. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be back.
Yeah, being back the second time now. So obviously it's fight week for you. I just want to ask, obviously, how's things? Obviously this weekend you're fighting, I believe it's Ndiaye Hadji, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. Obviously April 2nd. It's not an easy one, that one. How do you feel the final few days before going out to fight?
Feeling good. Yeah, feeling strong. Mentally, I feel great. Do you know what I mean? Like everything's gone perfect. I'm just ready to get in there now. I'm ready to put on a show. It's nice to be back up north for once. You know what I mean? My last three, and well, should have been four of being down in London. So it's nice to finally be back in up north. Do you know what I mean? Only 40 minutes from my house, so it's not too bad.
They're close, yeah. Do you live in Liverpool or do you live in Manchester?
I live just outside Liverpool, yeah, so it's pretty easy to get to from ours.
Not far. So you're just going to be going straight from yours instead of obviously having to stay in a hotel or something?
Yeah, well better. Sleep in my own bed the night before. Quality.
Yeah. And obviously, just thought I'd quickly touch on it. Obviously, you saw Paddy and Molly perform quite well the other weekend at UFC London. Did you actually go to the event? I saw on your Instagram the pictures outside. Did you actually go to the event and watch it live?
Yeah. I went down with Nathan Fletcher. Me and him went and watched, and a few of the lads from the gym were there as well. It was a boss night. That O2 arena was absolutely bouncing, wasn't it? So it was just great to be involved in it.
Yeah, it seemed the atmosphere was electric. I spoke to another fighter yesterday, and he mentioned that when Molly knocked, obviously Paddy, obviously the crowd was going to be crazy for Paddy, but apparently when Molly knocked out the way she did, apparently everyone went absolutely mental.
Oh, mate, it was deafening. Like, it just went out. I lost my voice when Paddy come out. I couldn't even shout, lad, because it was just my voice was so gone from me shouting off Molly's knockout. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I want it, like, obviously being there, like, I think that's the best knockout I've ever seen live. Probably like up there with the best knockouts I've ever even just witnessed. It was fucking unbelievable.
It was. That's probably one of the best women's knockouts, if not the best that I've ever seen. Like,
oh yeah, women's knockout easy. It's up there with the best all knockouts though.
Yeah, it is the best all knockouts. I was trying to think in my head what other women's knockouts are there, but
only that Valentina head kick or like Amanda Nunes against Cyborg, but I think that's well better. Spin an elbow.
No, the way she went down.
She slept there for like 10 minutes. It was just like I thought she'd be dead, lad. Honestly, I thought she'd be dead. It's heavy.
Yeah. They were saying that she didn't get back to her feet straight away. Apparently, she was
ages. Even after all the interviews, like she got like carried out the octagon. Obviously, you can see that on the telly, but she's getting carried out like limp. Do you know what I mean? Where she's barely walking. She absolutely wrecked it.
And I'm guessing Molly was buzzing after that. Have you spoke to her much since the fight?
Yeah, I've seen her around the gym, and she's just doing a victory tour now, isn't she? Like, no, she deserves it. After that one, I think I'd be doing the same. Do you know what I mean? Soaking her all up because she's a superstar now, lad.
Yeah, it was nice to see the love between obviously the whole camp. Your whole team seems like you're all just such a close-knit group. Obviously, you guys going down to watch them fight as well. It seems like such a tight group there.
Yeah, it's a boss environment, lad. We're all in the trenches together every day, aren't we? Really, do you know what I mean? So to see them doing that, it's just unbelievable. Do you know, people you spend most of your day with every day, and have done since we were all, you know, young up and comers, especially them guys. It's good for all of us to watch. You know what I mean? It's like the path, isn't it? They're laying the foundations that you can just see that they've done the same route I'm doing now. So you can see that the platform's there. You've got to just take the opportunity, and you can be there yourself one day.
Yeah, absolutely. And going on to your camp, obviously you're only 4 days out now, I believe it is. Saturday night. So,
yeah, 4, I think.
Yeah, it's 4 years. So how has the camp been leading up? Especially comparing to your other camps, what would you say? Would you say this camp has been better, one of your better ones, or how has it been?
I don't really know, to be honest. It's just one of them. Like I don't really train in camps. Do you know what I mean? I just train all year round, really. So for me, it was no different. I just got in and got the work done, and obviously it's been a decent one because there's been a lot of people with the same date. Do you know what I mean? Like 7 of us are either on the Friday or the Saturday Cage Warriors card. So it's good. It's been a good vibe. Do you know what I mean? Everyone getting in, training hard together. But apart from that, same old for me. Do you know what I mean? I constantly train hard, so camp or no camp, it made no difference to me. But I'm just ready for it.
Yeah, and do you think you've done anything in this camp? Would you say that you've improved like a certain part of your game? Just mainly in this camp, do you think there's something you feel like you kind of exceeded in and excelled in?
I'm just always looking to improve. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm going out and seeing that I'm finishing these guys fast and being like, oh yeah, I don't need to train, I don't need to get better. I'm trying to improve everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously my grappling's dominant, but I'm not the best grappler in the world, am I? So I can always get better. And then obviously no one's seen me striking really yet, but still I've got so much to improve everywhere. So I don't really have a specific thing. I'm just trying to get better with my all round MMA game.
Yeah, and obviously you touched on there. You say your strongest point is your grappling. Now, obviously, stylistically, this fight is probably a bit different to what you probably faced in the past. He seems a bit more grapple heavy than more your other opponents. Obviously, he's not got any finishes. Or sorry, he's got one finish to ground and pound, and the rest are decisions and a split decision. Do you think he'll come and try and grapple you in this fight, or do you think he'll kind of lay off that, knowing that obviously you've got 3 subs all in the first round?
I've not really thought about it, to be honest. I'm just thinking about me. Like, he's only going to get a chance to do what I let him do. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to be in his face early, and I'll decide where we fight, and he can just take the punishment, because it doesn't really matter. Like, so I'm just going to smash his head in.
Yeah, and do you think is a finish on your mind again? Obviously, last time I spoke to you, you said you always want to finish.
Yeah, of course. Finishes are always on my mind. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm going for. Finishes constantly. It doesn't matter. I don't have anything in particular that I look for. I know I've got 3 rear nakeds, but it's not that I look for them. I just take the opportunity when it turns up. Do you know what I mean? But anywhere it wants to go, I'll finish it.
And obviously, I know to be fair, you probably haven't thought about this too much. But do you think, quality-wise, is this your best opponent you'd say you'd faced? Obviously, I know, obviously he's undefeated as well. Would you say he's the best opponent you've faced?
Yeah, definitely. He'd have to be. Do you know what I mean? He's 4-0. He's had a few fights. I've not seen. There's not a lot of footage on him, but yeah, I think every time it doesn't really matter. I don't ever think about, was this the best, worst? Where does he rank? I don't really care. Like, I'm just thinking about me. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who it is. I know I'm going in there to win. So he can bring what he wants and all that, and say he's better, worse, or I fought shit people or whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go in there and do me.
I don't know if I saw a bit on your Instagram that you shared. It was saying, I don't know if it was one of his fans or him talking shit to you, basically saying that you were going to get slept and all this. What do you think of that? Do you like that kind of approach when people bring that to you?
Well, I'll be honest. I started it. You know what I mean? I started. They were all commenting on the Cage Warriors post in French, so I was just Google translating replies and then speaking in French back to them. So I started it really, but yeah, I've been getting a lot of shit really. People saying I'm a poser on Instagram and all that, and one of them said they were going to eat me like KFC chicken, and he's going to kill me and all that. So one said I've need to make sure my will's up to date. But yeah, I think it's funny. Do you know what I mean? I enjoy it. Yeah, I just find it funny. I had nothing to do. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, go on, I'll wind a few of these up and just drum up a bit of attention. Can't go wrong, can you?
No, absolutely not. I mean, and do you think, obviously, he seems he's got a bit of a following over there, especially. He's got quite a bit of a following. I was going to say, do you think a win over him at this stage does good things? Obviously, it's only going to do good things for you, but what do you think it would do for you? Do you think it would necessarily put you, obviously, the vacant lightweight title? I believe it's vacant.
Yeah.
Is that kind of is that in your mind just yet?
It's in my mind for like the back end of this year, maybe beginning of next year, depending how the division is. But for me, it's just about beating better and better people each time. Do you know what I mean? This guy's 4-0. My last opponent was 5-1. So the good records and good caliber people. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just focusing on improving. Do you know what I mean? Like, where it puts me, I don't know. I don't even know what the sort of like picture is that lightweight at the minute. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit all over the place, isn't it? Realistically, like, there's a vacant belt, but George Hardwick's the champ, isn't he? He should be the champ anyway. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm just taking it one fight at a time. Better record this time, yeah. Sound,
Yeah.
but I'm just looking to improve my record at the end of the day.
And obviously, after the fight, do you have any kind of plans for your next fight? Are you already thought that far ahead, or are you just kind of forgetting about your next fight for the
I'm
meantime?
just concentrating on staying active this year. Do you know what I mean? I just want to get as many fights in as I can, as much higher level competition. Just keep moving up them ranks until I'm the champion, really. So yeah, I'm not planning on having like time off or wait until the summer or anything like that. I'm just wanting to keep the ball rolling. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, also, I was seeing you. He's one of the bigger fighters that I've seen at the weight class. He's quite a big guy. Do you think I watched a bit of tape on him? He seems to get quite tired near the end. Is that something that you'll try and look or your camp's thought about, or do you not even think it will go that far?
I'll be honest though. Do you think he's that big? Like this fight was
He's
3 weeks
full
notice.
anyway.
Yeah, I think he might be quite short though. You know, like I seen one thing saying he's 5'9".
5'9". Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll be quite a bit taller than him then, I should think. And I'll be honest, 3 weeks notice. Muscle, yeah. You can't put muscles on your chin though, can you, lad? As you say.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
I was just gonna say, lad. I can't see him being that big. Do you know what I mean? Because to have to cut all that weight in 3 weeks or whatever, and if he is, he's gonna gas when I get older, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna bring that pressure. So we'll see how much his muscle serves, and then like, you know what I
mean. And do you plan on necessarily showing a bit more on your stand-up? As we mentioned before, we haven't seen much. Do you plan on maybe engaging a little bit more than you would in your other fights, or you did in your other fights? Sorry.
We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I don't really tend to game plan so much or any of that. Like the other guys just couldn't wrestle. That's why I only ended up in grappling exchanges. Only have to shoot one takedown, and I'd won the fight. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? My first fight, I was trying to strike a bit, and then my eye socket exploded, didn't it? So I didn't get much time to strike in that one. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I just keep doing me.
Yeah, I just remember just lastly, well, nearer the end anyway, sorry. You're okay with injury-wise? I remember you mentioned before you picked up some annoying injuries. Are you had no injuries this camp, but you've been okay?
Yeah, I'm fresh, you know what I mean? I'm ready to go. Ready to kill.
Well, mate, you look better than I thought you would when you said, "Oh, don't want to look like a crack at the end of the week." I was like, you look a lot better. So the weight cut's going well. You feel like you're fresh, ready for Saturday night.
Oh yeah, I've been cracking the pads today. Do you know what I mean? Training hard, still doing S&C. I'm feeling good. Do you know what I mean? To think like, what, I've only got 3 more days before away, and I'm feeling good. Do you know what I mean? I'm in the right spot. I'm ready to go.
Well, mate, I'm very looking forward to see. Obviously, Saturday, 2nd April, and it's Cage Warriors 136. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Adam. It's been a pleasure, and best of luck Saturday night.
Nice one. Thanks for having me.